What's up YouTube? Welcome to the channel. My name is Fareed, and in today's video I want to talk to you guys about the first round of the Genius X Launchpad Testnet, which is officially live. Now, if it's your first time hearing about Genius X, they're going to be an accelerator program assisting early stage startups attain speed, scalability, and an edge. And they offer services such as ISPO design, business strategy and product development, token design, and marketing. And so I will leave the link down below to the Genius X website if you're interested in finding out more about them. Now, with that said, I'm going to jump over into their testnet website. And if you're not familiar, in my previous two videos, I not only highlighted their recent article surrounding the launch of the Launchpad Testnet, but I also uploaded another video walking through the process of undergoing KYC or identity verification. And so if either of those two types of videos interest you, I'll go ahead and leave the links to those down below. Now, with that said, the Genius X Launchpad Testnet was announced on October 24th of 2022. And if you're not familiar, a launchpad is going to be a non-custodial way to participate in the sale and distribution of new tokens for up and coming projects. Now, with that said, the testnet will simulate the process of purchasing and distributing the test gens tokens. And if you're not familiar with the gens tokens, they're going to be the governance tokens for the Genius Yield project. Now, understanding that, I do also want to highlight that KYC will be required in order to participate in the Launchpad Testnet, and that it's going to be occurring in a total of 3 different phases. And so once you've undergone KYC, in which you provide either something like a passport, driver's license, or residence permit, and then verify your email and phone number, you'll then be ready to participate. With that said, the Genius X team will be distributing a total of 100,000 of the Genius X tokens as a reward to participants of their testnet. Taking a closer look at the Launchpad website, we can see that the sale for the Genius Yield tokens is currently live, and they're currently in round 1, which has 1 day, 11 hours, and 24 minutes to go. With that, we can see that they've raised a total of 89% of the total value that they wanted to raise, which is, I believe, 2.3 million ADA. And so right now they're at about 2,050,000 ADA. Now, if I click on the actual project itself, I can see more details about the sale itself. From the project details page, I'm going to click on the button to connect my wallet. And as I mentioned before, I've already undergone KYC as well as confirmed that I'm on the whitelist, so I should be able to participate in the very first round of the sale. Now that my wallet is connected, I'm going to scroll down here, and I just want to quickly review some information before we actually make our purchase. And so here we can see that the team is currently looking to raise a total of 2.3 million ADA. They've currently raised 2.1 million, which is roughly about 92% of their goal. And the sale will be ongoing from November 3rd through November 5th, with a total allocation of 1 million of the gens tokens. Now, right here in the min-max allocation section, you can see exactly how many tokens you can purchase in terms of a minimum and a maximum. And so all I have to do in order to participate in the Launchpad Testnet is actually click on this buy tokens button here. So when I click on that, you're going to notice here that I get an additional pop-up where I can select how many of the gens tokens I want to buy. By default, it's set to the minimum amount. I can also click on the maximum button or the maximum option here to actually populate that 10,000 right up there. Right below that, I can see how much it's going to cost for me to purchase the gens amount that I've entered at the very top. And then right below that, I can see all of the fees associated with this transaction. And so I'm going to be paying a transaction fee of 0.238 ADA. There's going to be 0 service fee, and there's going to be a 2 ADA deposit fee, bringing my total to about 23,002 ADA. So next I'm going to go ahead and click on buy gens. And I should be prompted to sign the transaction using the Nami wallet that I connected previously. And so I'm going to confirm that this does look correct. Next, I'm going to click on sign, and then I'm going to enter my password. And now we're going to give that just a minute to finish processing on the Cardano blockchain. And I'm going to review my Nami wallet to confirm that the ADA has been deducted. Now, one thing that I do want to note here is that you will not be receiving the test gens tokens immediately after purchasing them using the Launchpad. And so the way that the Launchpad is actually going to work is that it's going to be a fair distribution process. And so what the team will be doing is distributing all of the tokens once the first and the second round have been completed. And so I'm going to jump back over here again, and there's one other thing that I do want to highlight. And so as you guys can see here, we've now raised a total of 93% of the total amount, which again is 2.3 million. And now you may be wondering what exactly happens if that actually goes above 100%. And so this is a pretty cool feature here designed by the Genius X team. And so they actually have an oversubscription feature, which will allow for the community to potentially raise more than the asking amount. And the positive or the benefits of this particular approach is that it allows for anybody to participate at any time and still get a fair distribution of the token at hand. And so the person that gets in very first at the beginning of the Launchpad round and the person that gets in at the very end with this oversubscription method will receive the same distribution of tokens. And so again, to put this into perspective, imagine that I've tried to purchase a total of 10,000 tokens just like I did just now, and we are oversubscribed by 20%. Well, what's going to happen is they're going to take the remaining or the oversubscription amount, which again is 20%. They're going to divide that by the total amount of participants in that round, and they're actually going to refund that back to the participants. And so in that case, instead of me getting the 10,000 gens that I've actually ordered, I believe I would get about 8,000 gens, but I would also get a refund of my test ADA or my real ADA, depending on where you're actually executing the token sale. And so that's the oversubscription process. Again, that's going to make the token sale a lot more fair and a lot more inclusive. Now, before we wrap up today's video, I do want to quickly show you guys the My Portfolio tab within the Launchpad Testnet. And so previously, this was actually an empty page because we had not interacted with the Launchpad before. But as you guys can see now that we've now made a purchase of 10,000 gens tokens for a total of 23,000 ADA, we can see that order here under the My Portfolio section. And so it'll be interesting to see how this changes, especially as the tokens are distributed. However, again, that's not going to be occurring until November 9th. And so that's going to wrap it up for today's video. Again, here is the main page of the actual Launchpad Testnet. And then if I click on this here, I can see the actual details about the Launchpad. And so we're now closing in on the 100%. And so we should be seeing the oversubscription process take place. And I'll be keeping you guys posted as the future rounds continue to occur. And so if you guys found some of the information covered in today's video to be helpful, then please make sure to tap that like button. If it's your first time visiting the channel, consider subscribing. And if you have any questions or comments about any of the content covered in today's video, then make sure to leave a comment down below. With that said, I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.